Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Tasya Handayani. My student number is 21030500024. Here I will review a journal with the title is The Validity and Reliability of Writing Attitude Scale for EFL Learner in Indonesian Context. This journal was created in Universitas Negeri Malang, Universitas Brawijaya, and University Teknologi Mara Carawangan Perlis by Lestari Setiawati, Sari Karmina, Sony Sukmawan, and the last person is Safi Asma Latisa. The first one I will explain or review the journal is research introduction. Introduction in this journal about writing is an activity or requires a high level thinking skill that goes beyond sentence production and is often seen as a complex activity. Pajares and Valiat 2006 ever said that the complexity of writing lies not only in the thinking process that underlies the student comprehension, but also in the way the student work on the text or how they engage with the text. They are believed students who excel in other skills might find difficulties when having to produce a piece of writing because of their fear of making mistakes. Sometimes students who are excellent in another language, I made a mistake. Some students excellent in other language skills such as reading, listening, and speaking struggle with writing because they are fearful of making mistakes and have a lack self-efficacy. In other words, students feel that expressing themselves in written English is beyond their competence. And then having a positive attitude in writing is very important, since the positive attitude will make the student approach writing in a good way and will enable them to finish the writing text well. This and a precise instrument to measure the writing attitude is needed. SCORE research is dedicated to investigating the validity and reliability of the writing attitude scale. This research is intended to investigate the validity and reliability of the writing attitude scale adopted from Potson 1997, which was originally developed from the Dolly, Miller Writing Comprehension Test, Daly and Miller 1975. And writing attitude scale VAS, the population of a study was 96 students who took the essay writing course in the English department. And then the second I will review is about method or research methodology. Method in this journal is this study was an observational, non-experimental study with a cross-sectional design in which its main aim was to investigate the validity and reliability of an instrument to make sure the writing attitude Criswell during 2012, as well as Wong and Chen 2020, state that this design examines a cross-section or a sample of a population at one particular time. In cross-sectional study, participants are simply taken from a accessible population that may be relevant to the research question. Wang and Cheng, 2020. This cross-sectional design could be carried out state that researchers can use this design to learn more about the prevalence of outcomes or exposures, which will help them conduct longitudinal research. The design was considered appropriate because it enabled the researcher to answer the research question in terms of the validity of the questionnaire. Alright, the third I will review in this journal is about finding or research finding. Research finding in this journal is the study was conducted at an English department of a public university in Java, Indonesia. The target population for the instrument tried out in the present study was all batch 2021 students who took an essay writing course in the academic year 2021 or 2022. There were 4 parallel classes in the English education study program and 2 parallel classes in the English language literature study program. However, the total number of students who filled out the writing attitude questionnaire was only 96 students, which was equal to 65% of the total population of the 2021 batch students. Alright, on the research finding that I was reviewed, there is a table. I used the table 4. It's about, there is a data shows about 96 students who took the questionnaire about writing attitude. There is a case valid excluded total, and there is a table 4 with the title is valid case. The data show that there were 95 valid cases and no one excludes case from a total of 96 respondents who filled out the questionnaire. By the way, the table for valid case is listwise deletion based on all variables in the procedure. The indicates that there was a participant who did not fill the writing attitude source completely and that it made him or her omit from the crime batch alpha population. Right? The last material I will review is about conclusion. Conclusion in this journal is having sufficient information about the student. Writing attitudes is needed to help students write better. Research report that attitude play a role in the success of one's writing performance. That's like, however, you to measure the student writing attitude, writing instructor or teacher, and writing researcher and reliable instrument, the result is always about discovering. Research has shown that person, uh, 1997, writing attitude scale possesses face validity and content validity and is highly reliable to collect the data. The implies that person 1997 writing attitude is valid and reliable to measure the student writing attitude. Alright, the current study or the first study did not address the concept. The second is the scale used in the study only applies on the student of the English department. And the result, the last is, or the third is, the current study cannot be used as a generalization as it was a pilot test of the writing attitude scale. Regarding the limitation of the current study, some recommendations are addressed for future research. Future researcher may investigate to construct and predictive validity of the adapt version of DM or WAT. Alright, I think that's all from me. I'm sorry if I made a mistake. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.